Hi everyone, it's Lorene of olivetreegenealogy.com. I'm out today on a rather cold, blustery, but pretty fall day in Vasey, Ontario. And I'm going to walk for as long as I can through the Vasey United Cemetery. Excuse me while I get over to where I want to start, which is the older section of this cemetery. Whoa. It's very cold today, very windy. Let's see what we can get here. And thank you for those hearts. I appreciate that. I need them today. I'm freezing out here. I'm going to turn this and see if we can film it this way. There we go. So this is Ivan Vasey, husband of Alva Greenlaw. We'll go along here, along this row, and then back the other way. It's right beside a fairly main road, as you can see. So thanks again. Thanks for those hearts. So we're going to get some noise of the cars. And this is Edith Montgomery, wife of Roy Montgomery. In memory of Irene Elliott Jones, wife of Nelson Jones. We'll walk along. We'll see how far I can walk. I have to use a cane, so sometimes I get a little fatigued and can't do much more than 10 or 15 minutes. But I'll come back to this cemetery so that it does get finished. Thanks again for those hearts. Really appreciate it. If you want to share this on your Twitter feed, you just swipe and you'll see the share. I think it's right, can't remember, and you'll see the share button. This is Thompson and Lawson tombstone. In memory of Gordon Brown, husband of Gwendolyn Brown. Memory of Garnet Irish, husband of Barbara Hill. I have the, I'm not showing you my face because I have the funniest Canadian winter hat on ever. And I look like an idiot, but it is so warm. Oh, thanks for sharing. I really appreciate that. And for the hearts. And this is Helen Digby Cumming, wife of Robert Cumming. And then underneath it says Margaret Cumming. Love seeing those hearts. Oh, here's a nice one. We have to turn it this way. Ralph Dalton, his wife Marjorie Ball. I think maybe I better keep it this way in case I have other tall ones that look so, whoa, sorry for the shakiness here. I'm trying to hold on to my iPhone with a glove on my hand. Show us the hat. Oh, forget that. I really look like an idiot. I don't think so. In loving memory of Kenneth MacLeod, husband of Nina Webb. Plus, I have no makeup on. Ladies, you know what that's like. You don't want to be seen without a little bit of makeup on. Lorne Webb, husband of Betty Brown. I should explain too, this video will eventually go up on the Olive Tree Genealogy YouTube channel, and when people see it there, they can't see the hearts or the comments, so they're going to think I'm crazy responding. So I need to explain to anyone watching this on YouTube, this is a Periscope video which is live streaming, and I can interact with the people watching, and they're being very kind, giving me hearts. I think they're giving me hearts to try to keep me out here in the cold because I think I'm shaking now. Charles Cameron, husband of Emma Loney. My husband is at the other end of the cemetery and he's also filming so that we end up with several, around 10 to 20 minute videos by the time we're done. In memory of Margaret Kinsman Potter, beloved wife of Herbert Potter. Yes, I use Catch Me too. And I forgot, thank you, that reminded me it will also go up on my Catch Me channel. I'm having trouble reading some of them. Buchanan in memory of Gladys Tinney, wife of Harold Buchanan. Maybe I should give you a little kind of overview of the cemetery too, if I can. It's not a very big one. I would think my husband and I could get this done in about 4 videos. Josiah Tinney, his beloved wife Gertrude Morrison. I'm going to head over here to some of the older graves. Ooh. Yeah, I love cemeteries too. We have another one we've started over in Victoria Harbour. It was a little further to drive today, not that far, but we thought maybe we'd do this one because it's not as far. This one is Margaret Corbett and William Webb, and it says their children. I don't know if there's anything on the other side. Yeah, there is. Let's walk around and take a look. Hard to read, but maybe you can read some of it. Let's see, nothing on this side. Okay, now I'm officially dizzy. Sarah. It actually shows up better on my iPhone screen than it does looking at it. What's the orange stuff? That would be moss. Lichen, moss. Sarah, anyway, you can read it better, I think, on the video display than I can. I also, because of my physical challenges, I can't bend very well, and I can't crouch or stoop, so sometimes I can maybe not get the best shot when it's down lower. Hamilton, Charles Hamilton and his wife Jane Porter. Whoa. The whoa is because I'm really shaking. We associate, moss as green. Yeah, I need my husband here. He's more of the nature boy than I am a nature gal. And he would be able to explain why this moss is this color. This one I'm really having trouble reading. In memory of John Porter. Down below it says Martha. And at the bottom it says Porter. Nothing on this side. Nothing on that side. Thomas Edmund Porter. Oh, lots of moss on this one. And Ellen Jennett, his wife. Back up a bit. See, thanks again. I love, keep those hearts coming. That is great. That's encouraging me to stay out here. This one says Fate, and I think there's writing on all sides. I got to get closer to read it. Mary Ann Dalton, wife of William Fate Jr. She died in 1896, and their infant daughter, Hope. Thank you. Oh, look at all the nice colors. I love it. Nothing here. Oh, I thought there'd be much more. Well, here's some. Memory of William, son of John Esther Dalton. And, oh, lots around here. Oh my gosh, it's so cool now. Don't know if you can see this. It suddenly kind of got dark here. John Dalton. Oh, you know what? I'm going to yell across to my husband because I see him and ask him why the moss is orange, if I can. Hey, Bri, someone wants to know why the moss is orange. I don't know if he heard me. Here he comes. He will come, and I'm sure he can explain that. It'd be funny if he got here and said, I have no idea. Elizabeth Shaw, wife of Joseph Windram. Robert E., their son. Someone wants to know why the moss is orange and not green. Moss. Lichen. Moss. I can hear you. Oh, well, he gave a very simple answer to that question. He says it's just the kind of moss that it is. Okay.
It grows on all the rocks up here in this part of Ontario.
He says it grows on all the rocks up here in this part of Ontario. Wow, here's a big long one. Maria Robinson, wife of James Brown, died 1913. I have to put a different glove on, so I'm very sorry for the shakiness. I may even have to set this phone down for a minute, but my hand is frozen. Ah, now I'm stuck. Well, guys, look at a stone for half a second. Hello, did I lose anybody? Thanks for sticking with me through this. That's what happens when you do live broadcasting. That's better. This is for John Swan and Oswald Swan and Jane Miller, his wife. Oh, thank you. You're so encouraging. I always feel bad if it's not a perfect video, which I've never achieved yet, but hey. Cowden, in memory of Alan Cowden, his beloved wife Phoebe Jones. Hi everybody, getting lots of viewers, that's great. Wapples, Wilbert Burt, beloved husband of Sylvian Cowden. Yeah, I hear you there, my true roots. Robert Bob, in loving memory of Thomas Jones, born 1845, died 1916, his wife Julian Hazelton, and one quite a bit further away. Why did they do that? I'm struggling. Here we go. Yates, in memory of Agnes Swan, beloved wife of Reuben Yates. Now let's head over to this section. Let's do this row. See how long. Can you hear the trucks in the background? It's not like this is a major highway, but it's a well-used road. Dedicated in memory of the Orange Association members. By the way, for anyone new joining, this is the Vasey United Church Cemetery in Ontario. This one doesn't have anything on it. Let's see if it's around the other side. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to be doing a lot of these, as many as I can before the snow falls, because once the winter comes, we won't be walking around out here. This is William, oh, I'm going to mispronounce the name, Furzicott, John Morrison, and Alan McEwen. Anyway, as I was saying, I am going to be doing a lot more of these with my husband, and then they'll be going up on the Catch Me website and also on my Olive Tree Genealogy YouTube channel. So even if you miss a live one, you can catch it later. And we will be going further afield. We'll be trying to go all around Ontario at least. And if I do get down to Denver this year to visit my son who lives down there, we can do some Denver cemeteries too. At rest, Agnes Wapples, David Webb, his wife Lena Loney. Let's go here. That's another thing too, if anyone's out and you're taking still photographs of the tombstones in a cemetery, if you want to mail them to me, and again, it's olivetreegenealogy.com is my website. My blog is olivetreegenealogy.blogspot.com. Thanks again for all those hearts. If you want to mail me photos, I will create a movie out of them and put them online for others to look at. I think this is a really cool way to, you know, to hopefully get a glimpse of a cemetery or a stone that you're interested in when you can't make it there yourself. I know I'd be thrilled if somebody walked around and did Woodlawn Cemetery in Guelph, Ontario. Hint, hint. Now, I have a lot of family ancestors buried there. Sunburst lichen is the orange moss. Oh, thank you. Thanks for looking that up. Is that sunburst lichen? That is cool. Because it does look like that, doesn't it? It's like a little burst of orange. Here's a couple of older stones. It's starting to rain a little bit. I'll keep going for a while. Oh, can we even read this one? I can't read it from where I am. Oh, wow. Thank you for putting that up for me. That is my blog. It's very kind of My True Roots to do that. And there's a list of cemetery walk videos on the blog. Yes, the stone's an oldie, and so am I, and so's my blog. And so's my website, almost 20 years old. The blog and the website, not me. I'm a tad older than that. Now the thing with doing these is I have to remember where I left off, so I have to have some semblance of organization to it. Here's one. This looks like a very old one. Thanks a lot, Smallest Leaf. I really appreciate that. I work hard at it, so it's always nice to hear that it's appreciated or that it's helpful to people. Martha, it looks like she died 1872, but I honestly can't read it very well. I would love to come in here and just clean away the grass from this so that it's legible. Well, get my husband to do it actually, since I can't kneel or crouch. Here's another one. These are quite old. I missed out the front. I didn't notice on the sign. I'm sure it said when this cemetery began, but I missed it. And here's James Devitt, his wife, and it looks like probably their children, Rosie, George, and a baby, 4 months. And this one. Oh, Smallest Leaf said to remind you of the cemetery I'm visiting. This is the Vasey Union Cemetery in Vasey, Ontario. Here we go, Sydney Robinson. And I'm Lorraine of olivetreegenealogy.com. You can find more cemetery walks. I have over 60 videos of cemetery walks up on my Olive Tree Genealogy YouTube channel. Let's pull in for a better shot of this. I think I'm in very good shape. I'm getting out of breath as I'm walking and talking. I love tombstones. I mean, it sounds kind of creepy and morbid maybe, although for genealogists it doesn't, because of course we seek dead people. They're just such a, I don't know, not only an artistic form, but just to know something about the person after they're gone, and a memory of them. Let's see if there's anything more around here. Nice to see other people joining in. If you just joined us, this is the Union Cemetery in Vasey, Ontario. Let's get here and see what this is. George Lee died in 1920. Walter Lee died in 1907. He was only 12. Henry Lee, 1924, and Mary Reynolds and Amy Ann Lee. Edwards and Beatty. See if you can read it. Here's this one. In case this is someone's ancestor, they're going to want to see this inscription as best as I can do it. That's the other thing, if you are watching the video later on YouTube or catch me, and there is one that you want to save, just pause the video and do a screen save. Can't get this one for you very well. It says Robert Rose, and I really can't read the rest. And this one, I have to use my cane and gently see if I can push it aside without damaging anything. No, I really can't. I don't want to hurt the bush. Somebody's obviously planted something here for a loved one. Maybe I can do this just so we can see it. R-Y-N-E-X, Rhinex, Francis Rhinex. Okay, at least we got to kind of see it. Now we're coming up to a bigger stone for Robert Cumming and his wife Annie Burnfield. Looks like they're son Carl died at the age of 7 months. I'm going to try to zip my coat up further. Freezing out here. George Taylor, Annie Taylor, Thomas Taylor, and Ida Taylor. Wittes. Now there's a name I finally know. How cold is it? You know what? When we got up this morning, it was 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I would suspect it's in the low 50s now. Robert Wittes and his wife Elizabeth Taylor. Although that kind of sounded like a Johnny Carson question. How cold is it? This little one in the ground just says mother, but I don't know who it's referring to. I'm from Texas and we're up to 90 today. Oh, you're lucky. I am in my winter coat, a sweater, and a little camisole under that. I've got gloves on and I've got my really funny Canadian winter hat on, and I am shaking. I'm so cold. It's quite windy too. William Caldwell and his wife Mary Archer. Come south. Actually, right about now, I'd love to jump on a plane and come down south. That's okay. I'm looking forward to when we're done here, which will be when I can't walk anymore, when I'm so cold I can't do it anymore. We're going to head to Timmy's. Any Canadians in the group will know what Timmy's is. Tim Horton. That's the holy grail for Canadians. Where I will get a caramel dream latte, and my husband will get a double-double. And again, if you're Canadian, you know. I can't come to Roots Tech this year, no. No, I wish I could. I was only ever there the very first year it started. I was an official blogger for Roots Tech. The trip's very hard on me because of my physical issues. However, actually, no, I shouldn't say I'm not going to come. Because my son just moved to Denver and I'm not going to go 3 years without seeing him, I'm going to somehow manage to get down to Denver, and that's not really that far from Salt Lake City. So, you know, I could maybe... Wasn't that great? The Irish surname on that stone. Anyway, I will get to Denver somehow, even if I have to rest up for a week once I'm there. And Salt Lake City's not that far, so I could maybe, you know, arrange the time that it's around the same time as Roots Tech. I think she just gave me that idea. Now let's see, did I miss this one? You know, I can't remember if I did this one, so I'll do it again. Phoebe McRae. And here's something for the Belfries. And the reason I know what it is because Belfry is a very old common name in this area. Belfry, let's see, scrape some of it away with my cane. Excuse me for sniffing, I do not have a Kleenex in my pocket. And I'm only going to do a few more stones, I think, because I am getting extremely cold. Sorry to keep saying that, sounds like I'm really complaining. Not sure where my husband is. He's tougher than me. Nathan Rumney. Rumney's another very, very old name around here. In fact, one of the roads here is Rumney Road. They were here a long time ago, for us, mid-1800s. Matthew Rumney died in 1905, aged 68 years. Let's just go around here. There's a little bit more. Harry Rumney. And, oh, I see a really old one against the fence line. We'll do this one and then two more, and then I think that's about it for today. It's funny, you know, you come in and you look at the cemetery and you think, ah, that's not a big deal. I can do quite a few there in 10 or 15 minutes. And you really don't get that many done. You know, trying to make sure that I filmed it so people can actually read it. There we go. And this one, which is really intriguing me because it's covered, or not covered, but it's got all kinds of plastic flowers and stuff around it. And I can't read the name, but maybe you can on the screen. And died 1901. I wonder who that is. And now I'll just kind of show you where we've been. Show you a bit of the cemetery. And again, you can watch these later, or you can always check out my Olive Tree Genealogy YouTube channel, or my Olive Tree Genealogy Catch Me channel. Catch Me, I believe, is KATCH.me. And this little thing is just sitting here. I don't see a tombstone anywhere near, but perhaps it's covered by the leaves. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. This has been fun. Oh, there's one more. Don't go. One more. It's just like when you're out looking at microfilm, you know, and you're like, no, I'll just turn the crank one more time because maybe my ancestor's on the next reel or the next page. This looks like quite an old one. I don't know whether we'll be able to read anything on it. No. It looks like No, it's not Belfry. I thought it was, but it's not. Oh, maybe I can see something here. At rest, somebody blue. That's a name around here too. That's a native name. We're born 1866, died 1928. Funny that the stone is so worn and old looking when it's not really that old a stone. And here's the neighbor's cornfield, neighboring farm. And I'm just gonna, oh, here's one. I lied, I'm not done. I can't read that one. Yeah, that exactly, smallest leaf. They are pretty. They really are. Oh, I've got some great old ones here, but I don't know. I think I'm too cold to do any more today. I think I have to save these for tomorrow. I'll save this. These look like, I love the old ones. These look like really nice old ones here. I see my husband over there filming. Oh, you are welcome. It was good exercise for me, even though I have physical issues. I do need to do a little exercise. Yeah, it's actually, there, I'll show you. The fall trees, they are there. I was saying to my husband when we drove over, I said, I love the fall. It is my favorite time of year. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. There's not a mountain of snow on the ground. And there's the beautiful colors. And it's not the spring when everything up here is muddy, dirty, and kind of gray. Here's Eliza Parner. Robert McClung. Died 1893. Oh, they're from County Fermanagh. Is that how you say it? In Ireland. Don't you love it when your ancestor's tombstone has something like that on it? One of mine had that up near Guelph, Ontario. I didn't know where they were from in England. And then the tombstone said, a native of Suffolk, England. And I was like, yes. Happy dance of joy. McClung. This looks like quite an old family plot. I'll back up. It's quite an imposing stone. And I really am done now. Oh, what was the Irish place name? Fermanagh. Fermanagh was the Irish place name on that last stone. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Well, thank you. It was kind of fun for me too. Next time I'll put a little bit of makeup on and maybe not quite such a goofy hat, and then I will, well, maybe I will. I got a lot of goofy hats. And take a peek. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks again for joining me. Whoops. Sorry for the waving. I got to figure out how to turn it off now. And see everybody later.